Hey everyone, welcome back. New Year's Eve is supposed to be loud fireworks exploding, music thumping, people shouting, Happy New Year, at the top of their lungs. The noise is supposed to drown out everything else. But sometimes the noise covers something. A knock at the door gets lost in the cheers. Footsteps on the roof blend with fireworks. A whisper in your ear sounds like a friend laughing too close. And when the clock hits midnight, not every celebration ends with a clean slate. Tonight, 4 very scary true New Year's horror stories. These are accounts from people who say these events really happened. To them, ordinary nights that turned wrong when the ball dropped and the year changed. Viewers submitted experiences of parties that weren't alone, drives that didn't end, homes that remembered the past, and visitors who arrived exactly at midnight. If you're watching this alone tonight, maybe turn a light on, or two. Don't watch alone. Let's begin. Story 1. The Midnight Toast That Wasn't Ours. This is from Megan, New Year's Eve, 2025 into 2026. I lived in a small apartment building in Chicago. Old brick, thin walls, the kind of place where you hear neighbors' arguments and TVs. My boyfriend and I hosted a low-key party. 6 friends. Champagne, music, balcony view of the city fireworks. Around 11:45 p.m., we gathered in the living room for the countdown on TV. Lights dimmed, everyone holding glasses. 10, 9, we shouted along, at Happy New Year. Fireworks boomed outside, glasses clinked, hugs and cheers. Then someone said, Cheers to the new year. A voice that wasn't any of ours, deeper, slightly slurred, coming from the kitchen doorway. We all froze, turned, empty doorway, no one there. My boyfriend laughed nervously. Probably the neighbors through the wall. But the walls weren't that thin. We brushed it off, kept partying. Around 1 a.m. most people left. My boyfriend and I cleaned up. That's when we noticed an extra champagne flute on the counter full. Bubbles still rising. Lipstick mark on the rim that wasn't mine or any friend's shade. Glass cold, like it had just been poured. We checked the balcony, no one. Checked the hallway, empty. But the front door chain was off. We always chain it when people leave. I swore I'd locked it after the last guest. Around 2:30 a.m., soft clinking from the living room like glasses touching. We peeked, room dark, but one champagne flute on the coffee table, now half empty, fresh lipstick print. TV was off, but the volume was up just enough to hear faint cheering from last year's broadcast. We unplugged the TV, clinking stopped. But then footsteps heavy, slow circling the apartment from the hallway outside. Not knocking. Just walking the perimeter, pausing at each window. We stayed quiet. Footsteps stopped at the balcony door. Glass rattled softly like someone tapping it with a ring. At 3:17 a.m. exactly, the balcony door handle turned slowly, chain still on inside. Handle jiggled once, twice, then stopped. Footsteps retreated down the hall. We didn't sleep. Morning came, no prints in the hallway, snow, no forced entry. But the extra flute was gone. Only our 4 remained. We moved 6 months later. Every New Year's Eve since, around 3:17 a.m., my phone gets a notification from the building's security camera app, even though we don't live there anymore. One still frame, our old living room, champagne flute raised in toast. By a hand that isn't attached to anyone. Story 2. The Car That Followed Us Home, from Daniel. New Year's Eve 2025. My wife and I were driving back from a party in the suburbs, rural roads. Light snow falling. Fireworks fading behind us. Around 12:30 a.m. we noticed headlights in the rear view far back, steady speed. Didn't think much, probably another partygoer. They stayed exactly 2 car lengths behind for 20 miles. Never closer, never farther. No passing attempt. At a red light I looked back, black SUV, tinted windows, no plates visible in the dark. Light turned green. They followed. We turned onto our street. They turned too. Pulled into our driveway behind us, lights off, engine running. We sat in the car, doors locked. No one got out. After 5 minutes, Headlights flicked on high beam blinding, then off. Engine revved once, loud. Then silence. We ran inside, deadbolted everything. Called police non-emergency. Said they'd send someone when roads cleared. SUV stayed in driveway 40 minutes, then slowly backed out, turned around, drove away without lights. Next morning, no tire tracks in fresh snow. Like it never moved. But our security camera caught it. Black SUV pulling in at 12:48 a.m., sitting, high beams flashing once at 1:28 a.m., then leaving backward, no license plate visible. No driver silhouette. Weeks later, on January 1st anniversary, 2026, same time, headlights appeared at end of street, same distance. Sat for exactly 40 minutes. Left without lights. No tracks again. We sold the house. Moved to city. But every New Year's Eve around 12:48 a.m., my wife swears she sees headlights in the rear view, even when we're not driving. Just sitting there. Waiting. Story 3. The Countdown from the Spare Room, from Olivia. Our house had a spare bedroom we never used, kept the door closed, used for storage. New Year's Eve 2025 we hosted family. Around 11:50 p.m., everyone gathered in living room for countdown. As TV hit 10, we heard it faint counting from down the hall. 9. 8. Child's voice, muffled, matching the TV exactly. We paused, looked at each other. Probably a kid's toy left on, someone said. Countdown ended. Cheers. Hugs. Then the voice again from spare room. Happy New Year. Clear, cheerful, little girl. We opened the door, room dark, boxes stacked, no toys, no radio. Air colder than rest of house. We closed it. Party continued. Around 1 a.m., counting started again from inside spare room. 10, 9. Matching a fireworks show replay on someone's phone. We opened door, nothing. But on the floor, in dust, small footprints circling the room, barefoot, leading to closet. Closet empty. Footprints stopped at back wall like walked into it. We nailed the spare room door shut that night. Next year, same house, we hadn't sold yet. Midnight counting again. Same voice, same path. Footprints fresh in dust. We finally moved. New owners reported hearing a little girl counting down every New Year's Eve. Always starting at 10. Always ending with Happy New Year right at midnight. Story 4. The guest who arrived at exactly midnight. From Ethan. I lived alone in a condo New Year's Eve 2025. Planned quiet night. Take out, movie, maybe call family at midnight. Around 11:55 p.m. doorbell rang. Thought neighbor dropping off something. Open door, empty hallway. Closed it. 11:58 doorbell again. Empty. 12 o'clock exactly doorbell rang continuously for 30 seconds, then stopped. I looked through peephole, tall figure in dark coat, hood up, standing motionless, face shadowed. When fireworks started outside, figure raised, hand waved slowly. I didn't open. Figure stayed. 12:15 knocking, polite, rhythmic. No words. Then voice through door, calm, polite. Happy New Year, may I come in? It's cold out here. Not neighbor's voice. I called building security, no one at front desk, holiday. Figure knocked again at 12:30, then silence. 1 a.m. doorbell once. Looked, figure gone. But on welcome mat, single red rose, fresh, dew on petals, card attached. Thanks for the invite. See you next year. No cameras caught anyone entering building. No delivery records. Rose had no scent, like plastic, but real. I kept it in fridge. Every New Year's Eve since, at exactly midnight, doorbell rings once. I don't answer. But the rose, it's still fresh. No wilting. Like time stopped for it at 12 o'clock. Those are the 4 stories. New Year's Eve is loud for a reason. The noise keeps things away. But when the cheers fade and the fireworks die, the quiet comes back, and sometimes it brings company. If you've had a New Year's that felt wrong, send it in. We might read it. Thanks for listening. Subscribe for more true horror. hit the bell. And tonight, if the doorbell rings at midnight, maybe don't answer. Don't watch alone. Happy New Year. If you make it that far,